Hello, good evening. How is everyone tonight? Actually, the reason I'm here tonight is because I want to check on some people. I'm doing a Facebook Live tonight, and then in 2 weeks, I usually do it at the end of the month. I have to wait for a couple people to come on. Um, but just to talk with folks tonight about um, that you, well, one of the things I say every single time I come live is talking to people that they are not by themselves. We are not alone. All of you who are taking care of each other or mankind of sheltering in place, thank you. And thank you for sacrificing and not going out and really taking care of your fellow human beings by not going out and sheltering in place. I'm really proud of all of you, and I know it's a hardship, and it's really a hardship for folks who have anxiety issues and depression issues, and that is why I'm on tonight. Hi guys, I can see y'all coming on. Thank you. Coming on, and someone's calling. Got to have Bob Marley. Anyhow, coming on to, there's so many people that I've contacted or connected with the last couple of days that are really feeling the pressure of being by themselves, and gotta love Bob Marley. That's my ringtone. Whoever's calling me, I'm live. Come on live instead. But just the note that when we talk, it's a long ringtone. When we talk with the peeps, you know, they every single time they come through is that you are not alone. You do not have to do this alone, that you always have people with you helping you. This is scary shit going on. You know, you can trust who you trust, but there's doctors and folks that from other countries that are talking about this. So if you want to have the facts, Jack, you know where to get for the facts about what is going on. But the fact that we do know is we can save our doctors' offices, and we can save all of the folks that are on the front line of the nurses and doctors and people fighting this, people who have the pre-existing conditions that are not going to catch it. So thank you so much for sheltering at home. And I sent something out today. My daughter-in-law Chelsea is brilliant in self-care, and she had something that every single day you get up and you have a checklist of things to do as you're sheltering at home, doing self-care, asking what I'm grateful for every day, and playing. Playing is huge. So as an artist, I have no problem playing, because I think I have 12 paintings going downstairs over my kitchen table. You can't even see it, or my kitchen counter. But really I came on today to say that you're not alone, and hopefully I can get some messages from people. But the message for all of you is that you are never alone. It can feel like you're overwhelmed with all of the stress. I don't know how. I have a cold. Okay, so if I cough really hard, I don't have the virus. I have asthma, and it sounds like I'm barking like a dog. So just, I could clear a room really right now because people give me dirty looks. But it's just asthma if it comes out whenever I am talking too much. Okay, so I've canceled all my classes and my readings for the week, and probably next week, and probably for the next 2 weeks, and I'll let people know who already have booked it. I do online, and all of us who are psychics and mediums, we really can do online, because we have paychecks too. But the folks that right now, like the folks who are working like waitresses and retail staff and are working paycheck to paycheck, I don't even know how to say how much that we're going to send you energy and try as much as possible. All of us that I know that are sheltering in place are going to, as much as possible, take out food and things like that we can do without getting into contact. So really proud of everyone for doing that, and just really to say that you are never by yourself. I'm going to start tuning in to see what I can pick up. I am not 100% at this moment, but I'm going to see what I can get. And it really was because there were so many folks I heard with the anxiety of being alone. And like I said, on my Facebook, I posted yesterday, I think, Chelsea's and on Instagram, Chelsea's list of things to do as we're sheltering in place and how we're taking care of ourselves. And one of the things is gratitude for sure. Once we're in a state of gratitude, everything else eases up. And gratitude that we're here and that we don't have the virus if we're sheltering in place. Gratitude that you have people around you. You have your peeps. You have all of your ancestors, your loved ones, the folks that have gone before you are here helping you out too. Just lean on them. Do some quiet meditation, do gratefulness, and play. For sure, do somehow play. I'm going to start looking and seeing what I can get. I am I said do-do. You said do-do. Oh, sorry, my kids are on. Oh, swearing? I swear. It's going to come out, Sunshine. I'm really sorry. I swear a lot. I have not got caught with my grandkids yet. I think shit came out, and that was about the only one that we had. But other than that, I'm very sorry. It's take them away from the screen. I can't monitor myself too much. So let me see if I can tap into somebody. Just so you know, I have to look for folks who are just coming on. I look to the screen, I see names, and I send energy to the names, trying to get, if I can get a reading. I don't really answer questions. It's just going to feel, if I feel drawn to the energy, I'll concentrate on you. They will start giving me messages, short messages, because this is obviously online. I want to get as many people as possible, is how this works. If you want a full reading, go to BrendaPetersonLLC.com. You can book me there, and that's an hour or an hour and a half. My readings come with energy work. Well, come with a lot of things. Whatever you need to have most, they are going to know more than I know about what you need. So sometimes it's right away. I'll read your energy, how we can give you help or steps to take that next step to get better, how we can clear some of that energy so you're not feeling this, especially like these colds and bronchitis things, the chest pain and the nervousness that I felt for the last couple of days. I'm an empath, so I feel a lot of people around me. I'm like, we got to release this really bad. I would love to, and I'm going to, I think, look into meditative online. I'll throw that out because we need to clear our chakras, and we can't go out and get body work. So in a couple days, I'm going to put together a Facebook page live for that. I don't know how to really specifically do that. So you can call in and tap in. And too weird is live. You know, I'm going to be sitting there meditating. We're going to go through all the chakras so we can have that energy ground as much as possible so that we can be all the people we can be as we shelter in place. Because I know we can't get to our yoga, to our studios, to all of our work that we have to have, especially when we need human touch and human people with us as we go. All right. My voice is going already, and I haven't even started reading yet. Okay, we're going to do this, guys. I really want to do this tonight. Hi, folks. I see Santana, Cindy Moore, Cindy Miller, Anna, you've come on before, Katie, Renee, Laura. I think I read you, it was with kids. I think that we had the empty nester or kids going to college. I think it felt like taking care of yourself there. All right, so this, because I'm not feeling well, what happens? Let me explain. I step back, or I pull my energy back so I can feel your energy. Jenna, I pull you up right away, and I'm really freaking dizzy. So that would lead me to believe that you're off balance at this moment, because I'm like, woo, and it really wasn't. I don't think it was me, because I usually, whenever I open myself up to reading, I don't feel me, I feel you. So that would be, to me, you need to ground really a lot. So I just said we're going to have an online thing. We're going to have a real quick thing right now. I want everyone to go to the root chakra. Root chakra is our tailbone, and that's the lowest part of our chakras. Go past your tailbone, and I want just like everyone to take up a couple breaths right now. We're going to do a really, really quick grounding exercise, and we're going to do this, like I said, I'm going to do something in like this week or something, because I think that we need to have this of all the anxiety. So as we sit quietly, just breathe in longer breaths. 3 longer breaths. It already feels better, Jenna. But I want you to feel your feet. I want you to close your eyes and just think of your feet. Think of the energy in your feet. And then visualize going through your feet and growing roots, like your hands going down, like this would be your feet growing down and stretching down into that earth energy. Visualize that, of your feet growing roots, soaking in that earth energy. Good, good. You guys are good. I can feel this like it is a collective. 3 longer breaths of pulling in that grounded, stable, secure energy coming out, bringing that all the way up to the solar plexus, which is right by our belly button, which is our power station. Breathing in, breathe that out, go back down to your feet, through the roots, through the ground. Feel that safe, solid, secure earth energy coming back again, all the way up from your feet, all the way up to our solar plexus, which is right above our belly button. Long breath. There. One of the exercises I can do as an energy exercise is just really, really good if we feel unstable, unsure, not sure-footed. I just sprained my ankle, which is a manifestation of physical compared to the spiritual. When we're off spiritually, our bodies react physically. I'm a huge fan of Carolyn Myss, MYSS. Get her books. Basically telling how if you're physically and spiritually grounded, like what we just did, we would be less likely to injure ourselves as we're going physically. And that can really help when we're unsure about what direction to go. And that's what I was feeling from you, Jenna, is that direction. So I think grounding exercise would be a really good idea. And I would do them. I would do them for a week. Sorry, it's going to be fun this tonight. Everyone do them just for your feeling insecure or anxious or not sure-footed. This is really, really a new territory for all of us, and anxiety for what the future does hold, especially money, paychecks, people who are like me, real small businesses, people who are servers, who are small restaurants that need that weekly people coming in. I'm not sure, big, huge airlines who had the best year ever last year need to have all the money, but the individuals who pay for the tickets, let's get those people on their feet and have food on the table. So that to me is the critical care. One of the things too, in our area, Ozaukee County, our interfaith had to close. Interfaith takes care of all the seniors, taking them to doctor's appointments, taking them getting groceries. And they had to close because their volunteers are all over 60 and they're at risk. So it's like any way we can reach out for older people. I heard someone who had a great thing for kids at home is the kids are I'm sorry, this is like all this stuff going on. Kids making cards for seniors. You don't have to go and have your kids go there. You can drop them off at the door that they have cards they can look at. Someone's taking care of them. Little happy flowers from your kids as one of their schoolwork projects or art projects. Let's do an online art project for your kids at home. I'm in. I can do that. But we could give those gifts and those things to seniors so they know they're not forgotten, because we cannot visit them. That would be too much of a high risk for them. All right, let's try to see if I can get someone else. It's I have to look at the names on the side and see which name draws me to that energy and get connected with their peeps. Denise, I want Brown. I want you to call me. I got some messages for you, but I want you to call me on that. Anything that I think is like too personal sometimes I don't like to say online. So give me a call on that after we're done. Everything's fine. when I tell people to call me, it's I have a personal message. Like, this isn't for Denise, but I have a personal message. Like, I had one guy that came on a little while ago, and his boss was being a, sorry if the kids in the room, being a dick. Horrible to him, just demeaning him and putting him down in front of him. So this guy was going to give him pressure because the boss was so insecure. And so I was telling the guy, and I'm like, I don't want to say this online, because if the guy's boss was online, he would know I'm talking about him. And the guy's agreeing, yeah, my boss is a dick and I need to get out of there. It was, so things like that I don't like to say online. Otherwise, I do deliver everything they tell me to, but I'll do it in person. So, or I'm sorry, on the phone if it's too personal. So Denise, call me on that. Barb, I love when she comes in. I think I read you a couple of weeks ago as well. I think you turned in. I'm glad you made it back on your trip. You're probably in quarantine for 14 days as well, like, from traveling. She's just lovely. I can't remember the message I had before, but there was some kind of like, well, it's not coming back to me right now. But when she comes in, I just have this huge smile on my face. It was like in pajamas. Like, they had the pajama bottoms with the t-shirts of, and there's a picture of her like with this big, huge smile on her face, like this shit-eating grin. I just see her coming that way. That's so she's just coming in, that she's with you. Not really a message today. There was more of a message a couple weeks ago when she came in, but just that she's just this lovely energy that's with you all the time, which you know. You already know that. Dan O, how you doing? Good to see you. Actually, getting on your father's side, his father, and his father was more like your personality. I love when they do. They say, come through like, hey, you got your personality from me, so this is father's father is where I'm getting coming in for you. Not the financial part, but more of the talking to people part, that he was a big talker like you are. But coming in, being really proud of that, proud of you showing that, bringing that energy in for you. Taking care of all your far-flung people that you have around. I know Christine is, like, think way south, but I'm actually going to, like, Washington D.C. on the East Coast. I'm not really sure what's happening there. He is taking care of. It feels like family. Um, Okay, so he's coming in to proud of you, taking credit for your personality, and also that he's here for a family member that's having a hard time on the East Coast. I'm not really sure who that is. You can call me on that later, but it's like he's just, it almost feels like one of your brothers. And I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're in the East Coast at this time or someone that is like on that same level. So it'd be a peer, it'd be on your age thing. I see in tears like this is your age and then your parents' age and your grandparents' age. Like, I felt your grandfather too up. So this is someone on your level, like your brother or a cousin on the East Coast that your grandfather is helping out at this time. Whoa. Also getting grounded, and I don't think this is for you. I think this is someone who's really, oh, Barb, the heart's back at you. Oh my God, she's such a sweetheart. Maybe this is next right after you. There's someone I think is worried. Let me tap into that, because it didn't feel like you're not grounded. I think you're pretty good on that. Take it back. Were you in for the grounding exercise we just had with our feet growing roots and feeling the ground energy? We have to tap into that right now for the uncertainty of future here. I want you to call me as well. Dan will give me a call as well. We'll talk about that too. And this is just reinforcing what I felt coming on today, is the anxiety level is just super, super high of everyone to get read at this moment. Santana, no worries. Breathe. I think I read you every single time I come on here. No worries. We're good. We're good to go. Okay, this is going to cause you ulcers if you don't stop worrying. So some of the things you have to do is like write down worst case scenario. It's like, okay, it can't be that bad. This is what the best case scenario is. Between that, you can go between that. You have to balance it out. And the solar plexus is where that worry station is. That's how we get ulcers. If that constant worrying and thinking about the worst case scenario instead of the best case scenario, we have to have a mantra. We have to say it every day. Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I got to tell you, when I was at the volunteer center for those last 3 years when we had to close it, that was horrendous for me. Horrendous that we couldn't keep it open here. And I had to say to myself every single freaking day, I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So it's all going to be fine. You know that's going to be fine. We already saw that positive of that. We already talked about this. I don't know if we had a reading or your mom and I had a reading. You know, this is going to be good. We're going to be good. I told you so. They told you so. So trust me, trust them, and do solar plexus. Look it up, Google it, solar plexus exercises to release that solar plexus and do meditation on that. You do not want an ulcer, and you will get an ulcer if you continue worrying like this. So you need to step up and do this. I don't usually yell at people. I can say I can yell at people. Seriously, it will get to the point where it's like, you know, you're worrying like this, constantly doing the same thing about thinking bad scenarios. It's going to burn a hole in your stomach. So we can nip that in the bud before it happens. Judy, I'm glad. I'm really glad. It just feels like all of you need that grounding exercise, and that just like spurs me on to have that in a couple days. I think I'll try to get it out there. Okay, so we just talked, Judy. I have you, Judy Preisler. I am getting mom's side, mom's aunt. Like this would be your great. It doesn't feel like grandma. It feels like, so I'm going again, not this level, mom's side, and it would be mom's aunt. So it'd be 2 generations back. And as I don't know if you heard before that I had someone come through that was bragging about giving someone this positive energy of that personality. This is the opposite. This is bringing that I gave you nervous energy. So there's that. This is your mom's aunt or your grandma's sister, not sister-in-law. It can be sister. She's coming through with super nervous energy, sometimes coming up as high energy, but it's like it's internal. It's not like you're like bubbling up kind of thing. It's just like this nervous energy this way. That's like kind of getting to. Again, we're going to talk about the energy again. And sometimes the readings go this way, is I'm feeling that high energy, but she's coming through, grandma's coming through, trying to help you because she's also saying, this is from me. This is what you inherited from me, of this high energy inside, coming through to help you do that. I almost always get the people coming through as muses of people on the other side coming through and helping you in this part of your life and taking the next step. And this is going to help you relax. I actually realized I just sped up talking to you because I got a lot of high energy for that. And thank you so much for lending to me, but I don't need anybody else's high energy. So this is grandma. This is grandma's aunt, or I'm sorry, your mom's aunt coming through. Kind of not apologizing, but hey, you got the nervous or that, I guess, static energy from me, but helping to calm you down and talking about the energy work that I just talked about. Anything you can look up with Reiki or yoga or meditation practices. Oprah offers those free ones like every couple once in a while, and you can just sit down and try to meditate. I don't do it really well, but try to do anything like that that's going to help with that energy. And also, I have a really good story about sharing energy because I think we have to get it out. If we have this really upsetting energy, and I live here on a hill, and there's one neighbor next to me, and we had our book club here, and one of the book club members had just had really, really bad news on bad news on bad news, and she was just ready to break. And I said, if you don't go outside and yell at the top of your lungs, whatever swear word you want, you know, the real good one, the real good swear word is really good. Top of your lungs, you got to yell it out and get it all out of your system. All of that energy and the pissed off and like, okay, you scream it out and you start over, or you have it out of your system so that you can operate normally. Well, we went up the top of the road here and screamed the F word very loud and for about 5 minutes. And then we walked back down to my house, not really realizing my neighbor was outside. My neighbor was outside fixing his car, and he kind of peeked around the hood going, ladies. So I recommend that exercise often, scream it out, get all of that pent up energy out. Just checking to make sure if your neighbors are outside so you don't scare the crap out of them when you do that. That grounding exercise, it makes sense. That would feel good for you too, Judy. Nicole, stepdad. Stepdad? Yeah. Big guy. Motorcycle guys. I'm getting look tough on the outside, marshmallow on the inside. Oh my God, sweet, sweet, sweet man. Coming through. Yeah, you see if Ben's dreaming about him. Seriously. He's definitely around. He's definitely. If you see Ben kind of lean back sometimes, like he's just going to lean back because he can lean back on him. You know, I know he talks about it too. I know that he's really intuitive, but if he leans back, he's kind of leaning back because he's got his back. So he's right behind him and taking care of him. Feels really, really good. But this is for you. You always worry about everybody else, including everyone else's kids. And this is for you, is that you need to have that relaxation exercises. You need to get this stress off of you. If you heard the story about going up the top of the hill, you can borrow my hill. Any way you can get out that tension and stress that you're carrying, it's not at all healthy. So massage. I want you to do even more than, the self-help level. We just talked about all the energy work. I want you to go have a massage. Have someone take care of you. Just pamper yourself. This is super hard at this time. I know that, but I know a couple guys that are super, super, diligent about clean space. And if you want to call me later and get a phone number of Tom, my guy, he's really, really good guy. But have that pamper for you. You just need to have even that hour of someone taking care of you. Sometimes we just have to have someone take care of us instead of us taking care of everybody else. That's what I'm saying for you today. And I think it's stepdad is around. Bigger guy with motorcycle, marshmallow inside. I'm going to try to get through a half hour. Oh, I've already been doing a half hour, so I'm good. Okay, so if my voice goes, we're good. Let's get some more people in here. I want to help as many people as possible with this anxiety, stress. Told you I could clear a room. Hi, it's just asthma. When I get a cold, this is what happens for me. That's why I'm not going outside. I think that I would be stoned if I went outside because it's asthma cough. And I'm definitely not sharing any coughing at this point. So on my screen, it's good to know. Yeah, Nicole, I just see your stuff here. Yep, I got you. I understand. Jennifer Buchholz. Hi, Howdy. How you doing? Losing my voice, but mom's mom. I'm getting grandma. It feels like grandma energy coming through for you. Super, super supportive as always. Of course, they would be super supportive, but um, she's the one who gave you the nesting. Your nesting personality where you're just going to take care of people, and that's from mom's mom is what I'm getting on mom's side, coming through. Just lovely energy. I just feel really comfortable here. um, um, that ability to take it back. She's helping with the energy so that you feel at home in all places. You're very good at different places, but I think that it's like when you go to a hotel where you'll feel like completely off balance that way. It feels like that's happening of going to new places that way, which makes no sense to me whatsoever, because I think you're one of the best networkers I've ever met my whole life, that you're really comfortable in new situations, but somehow off balance at this time. So nesting grandma, God, it was almost like those Russian dolls, right? Nesting grandma is coming in to have that at home, of you feeling at home in your own body at all times, if that makes sense to you. That to me sounds not like you normally personality wise. I think it's very fascinating. I get this, but that helping you do that. Um, I like her. I really like her. She's just wonderful. Nikki Wagner. Hey, sunshine. How you doing? You kicked it. So proud of you. You kicked it. It looks like you're not going to have like any major things for a long time. You've already had enough. It's already enough. You're going to have to jump through some hoops for this, as you know, still. But not anything, not the big, huge, hairy stuff that you've had to deal with for this long time. So it's like 2 years in the clear, it looks like, still testing what you normally would have to do anyhow. Um, I love when the spirited kids energy comes through for me, and I'm trying to think if that's the second or the third. I think it's the third that is like, yeah, because as I recall, it's been a long time. You and Mike were very calm people, and I love it, love it, love it, love it when calmer people get the spirit child who kind of just like runs into shit and just doesn't care. It's like, I don't care. I'm good. I do remember a conversation I had, a really calm friend of mine, quiet guy, quiet mom, very quiet mom, and their child would just run full out into a tree, bounce off, and then run up and run into something else. Didn't even care. So it just like all of its energy um, has to come out. It's wonderful. She will get narrowed in energy or focus after a while, but it's like this now. It's not gonna be able to focus very well, because she wants to see everything, and she wants to see everything right away. So good luck with that. And like I said, you got 2 years of in the clear, honey. Not that anything's coming back in 2 years, but then you'll have some like obstacles, not like the major ones you had. So yay for you, and yay for you for kicking the sea. God, very proud of you. I want to. Okay, I see a name. I want to focus on this one because I haven't felt these people for a while. Let me see if I can get mom here. Lori Meyer. Mom's here. Um, I get to feel what they feel. This is a fabulous job that I have, that I get to feel what they feel. And the overwhelming love and proud of you is coming out, as it always has. She's always come through that way. I haven't felt her for a really long time. I'm like bursting. I'm like bursting with love for how proud she is, and how proud of you, how proud of she is for what kind of mom you are. She just is there all the time for the kids. Um, Holy shit, well, I know the soccer, but is there dance starting or something? I don't know if your Chesney's doing dance or not. But she's also there, obviously helping dad with the TBIs, um, when they're half here, half there. Any stroke, any kind of brain or TBI injuries, there's communication had that way, an easy way. So she's there with your dad. Just please give your sister a heads up as well. How you've handled yourself through all of this has just been amazing. And like I said, she came in and just the love just burst out of me and just like caused me to just, tip over. So, yay for mom. You talk to her. You know she's around you. You know you see her all the time. You think about her to say always when we feel our folks when they're giving us signs, just look for those signs that they come through. And I don't even remember what signs you had, but just this is for everybody too, is when they come through. And I love that. I love some of the signs they send, but sometimes we don't look up when we're supposed to get a sign. And I used the example last time when I was doing a group reading. I had like 13 people, and right in the middle, I had someone who came in and said, I never see signs, and 3 feathers skittered across the floor. So we're just not being aware of them. And then we can ask to see more. Please show me more of your signs. The cardinal, my personal one is the hawk. I've had my card dive bombed by a hawk where I'm not paying attention. And I always say at that time, look up, because we're not looking for the messages we're supposed to have in our life. We have every right to ask for those. Please send me a sign. Please send me a synchronicity that I know you're with me. I need to feel you now. And you have every right to say that. Then your responsibility, because they'll come through in a heartbeat. They'll call me, call Brenda, tell them to call Brenda, or they'll come through and give you signs that they are with you. And you just have to then look up. So the thing that happens 3 times, you see that for me, I read a lot. So like a word 3 times in a week that I run into a really weird word, a penny, which is weird because no one has change. And someone just told me this week sometime they had a dime and a penny, that they would find like a dime and a penny because that was meaningful to them about one of their folks that passed. So picking up the penny, saying thank you. Thank you for showing me that you're here with me. One of my favorites I just had last week, when I just did a reading, I told you that someone was really mad at her mom for passing. Mom, send me a sign right now. And she's driving the car going, I need to hear from you right now. And in front of her face is a semi that says, call your mom. So look up, she's there. And has always been with you and your father and your sister throughout all of this. There is no freaking way she wanted to leave like she left. We don't want to think about that either. No way. Let me see if I can get this one. I don't think that this person's ever come online with me. Well, hello, sunshine. I don't know if I can pepper this one. This is my daughter, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. It actually feels like Mimi. It feels like your great grandmother coming through, but also pushing mom in the room. So she's coming through first and then pushing mom as well. So your grandma, Dee, and Mimi, standing behind you. We think that when we have our kids after our parents, our grandparents are gone, they don't see you, but that's totally not the case. With you the whole time. Call me later. I got a lot to tell you. I'm so proud of you for coming on. Got a couple more. Michelle, I am getting a headache right away. I'm not sure if this is the one passed. I'm actually going father's side. I'm getting a headache, so this could be an aneurysm or a stroke of someone who passed. Michelle, why I have you here, Michelle has worked and volunteered for the family sharing for a while. Now, just think of family sharing that feeds the most people where we are in this area right now, is that their volunteers are all older, and serving all of those people curbside for all the food coming in. They get support from the retail store, which is closed. So all of these places that are taking care of all of these people, just think how we all can take one. If we all take one and support one charity, one organization, one restaurant, you know, every week as we do this, as much as we can all get through this together. But that organization is near and dear to my heart, and I know Michelle was part of it. I'm not sure if you're still part of it now, but I would want to say that. But I'm getting, again, father's side, I've got to acknowledge this is a stroke I would say a stroke situation. Not an aneurysm. Feels like more like a burst. Ooh. Okay. Coming. Got it. I'm going to pull back on that. I keep getting this. So this has to be someone here. So this person coming in, I think, and I still feel this is like the grandfather energy on the father side. I still feel someone is getting huge headaches, like migraine headaches. I'm getting it here, coming across here, really like sharp stabbing pains. Kind of hard to see out of my eye. Whoa. Migraine kind of situation. Whoa. Grandfather helping with this. Not much we can do with migraines except for take the medication and, you know, just chill out and do that. I'm not sure if they're taking enough time for that. Also reducing stress. So coming through that energy, they come through in Muse energy, even though they're all related and give us our, you know, our DNA, but they're also coming through and helping us out in the situation. So I would say, I want to say that this is like your son or your nephew, son, with headaches, feels like migraines. Maybe we can get some like medicine for that, because it is not going away. Usually after I get the diagnosis of what they passed from and I validate that, then I don't feel that anymore, but I'm keeping to get this really, really bad pain here. That's not sinus pain. I would, especially because it's affecting my eyesight a little bit on my right side, that we need to have stress relief in that situation. Definitely feels like male member of your family to reduce stress in whatever way. Again, I talked about this before. I believe everyone should take a massage, a Reiki session, yoga, anything, Qigong, any way you can calm your stress level down and get your energy moving the right way. You don't need professionals to do this. There's a ton of things online you can look up of how you're going to relax and do that. Whatever gives you joy and zen and calms you out. Mine's painting. I am not the best guided meditations because I always like, I talk a little fast, if you haven't noticed. So anyone who does Mr. Rogers' voice to me, I'm like, come on, hurry up, go faster. So my meditation or zen is painting. Whatever your zen or meditation is for that stress relief, I would advise that they look into that. I mean, woodworking or reading or whatever they want to do. Jeez, that's a tough one. And I know you're not supposed to go to the doctor right now to get diagnosed, but they can give you like Excedrin or something for migraines, and they can probably do it over the phone if that's going to help. Call me on that one because it's really not going away. All right, let's see if I can get Barb just so I don't ever see the comments, you guys, when I'm reading this, because I just see the people. And Barb Smith just came through and said framed pictures a few weeks ago, PJ Bottoms t-shirt with a huge smile on her face, which is what she came in for. Her daughter came in today with the PJ Bottoms and the t-shirt. So Barb, thank you. It's I don't ever see these when I'm reading, so it's a great to have that validation that I am hearing what they're saying and able to, when I see that picture in my head, I can describe it to you. Obviously, I'm pretty visual, so it's not usually audio for me. It's usually video. I'll see the picture in my head, and explain what they are bringing forth or what they feel. Like when I just had Lori Meyer's mom came in, and the burst of love coming out of me was just amazing. I would have loved to have Lori here and had her feel that energy coming out. But it's explaining the video, the visual is what I do normally. Yeah. Yeah, Lori mom is here. Okay, we have to get rid of the headache. I got like one more. John Weinrich. I'm getting 18 months for you. I don't know. I thought you had projects that were in the works this year, but I'm getting 18 months, something happening, huge major change for the good. I still have the headache from from Michelle's. Hang on. This But joyous, so all of the stress and all of the planning that you have going on right now, obviously huge influx right now, but this actually feels more of a joyful family issue that's happening in 18 months because you'll be completely relieved of stress at that time. So I think, everything that you're working on right now is probably going to be already up and running or in the process of running, but 18 months is like this really big joyful event. And it feels also like all the family is there. All of your family is there. I don't even know how old your kids are, but I feel like it's like there's going to be a major milestone at that time as well. But good. So you as well, every single person, this is probably why I had to come on today. It's not scheduled and did impromptu, was the anxiety level and stress level that we're feeling right now, especially as small businesses. Everything's canceled. I mean, all my classes and readings this week were canceled, and probably next week and probably the week after that, just because we all want to shelter in place and take care of humankind. One of the things I didn't ever say about the stress management is working out. And I think that's a really good thing for you. I don't know if you have a routine that you do normally, even if it's just walking, but I see like it's outside, maybe even running. That would be really good for you to let off that steam of that stress that I'm feeling. It comes through in all different ways. And I sometimes get your energy in readings. I sometimes get your peeps. I sometimes get both. With you, I'm getting the stress level is high, but the light at the don't go into the light now. Sorry, bad psychic medium joke. But that there's light at the end of the tunnel here is that the joyous experience that's coming, it's all coming and all planning of all the things that you have influx at this point. But this joyous family event in 18 months, like huge. I'm not even sure what the heck it is. I don't think your kids are old enough to get married, but it almost feels like that. It feels like that kind of celebration where it just like, it's all done. We're good. We go on. So light and happiness and joy at the end of this stress tunnel that you're in right now, but relieve that stress somehow. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm not getting rid of the energy I've picked up. I am so hi, Marge. Hi, Anne. Hi, Meg. Hi. I still know getting all the ones I didn't come down to. Shalene, Topher, Jennifer, Michelle. Thank you so much. I know this is impromptu. I just really wanted to come on and do that. I also am going to somehow, as I said, have an energy reading or an energy clearing. So it's going to be an online Reiki energy clearing sometime in the next week. So we can, this stress level is just too much for all of us. And just so proud of yourself for doing this, because this is super hard to stay and shelter in place, not for us who work out of the house, but still is like all of us are on paycheck to paycheck for this. And this is so hard. So just think of one way you can give back, one charity, one restaurant, a couple of restaurants, small businesses, any way you can help out, that you can do anything drive through for them as well. Because we will get through all of this together. And historical wise, that it helps, but you look back, and this sometimes eases people anxiety as well, is that our history of humankind has gone up and down and up and down. This is a biggie. This is a worldwide for us. But as long as we try to, like Chelsea, look at my Facebook page of what Chelsea does every day for self-care is like get up every day. What are you grateful for? It doesn't matter what it is. I'm grateful for my freaking toothpaste. You can say that. And then go on to what I'm going to create for that day. It can be a pie. It can be, it can be your cereal for breakfast. I made my cereal for breakfast. Just anything and all that you're proud of doing for you, taking care of others. And we are going to get through this together. So at the end of this, I just want us to do, again, the grounding exercise. Oh, before I do that, I have to do my ads. I always forget that part. I am Brenda Peterson. My website is brendapetersonllc.com. My classes and big events are canceled, and even just the in-house or the touch Reiki and readings can be online as well. We can do those together. I am a small business, so support me too as I support you. At this point, I feel necessary to come on and do free these 3 things for a while and also help with energy. So as we go out, we're going to do that cleansing exercise again. We're going to start with our root chakra, which is our tailbone, right where you're sitting on. The root chakra, by the way, is our ancestors. That's where the DNA comes from. So we're going to go down to our tailbone. Everybody, 3 longer breaths. Good. Woo! Good. Now we're going to go down to our feet. Just close your eyes and visualize your feet and just feel your feet. Your feet are growing roots. It would be like your hand. So it's like all the roots coming down from your feet, reaching into that earth energy. Breathing in that solid, secure, stable energy. Coming in and breathing that up all the way through to our solar plexus, which is right above our belly button. 3 breaths up here. Longer breaths. Going back down through our root chakra to our feet again. Reaching down for that earth energy and feeling that solid, stable, secure earth energy. Bringing that up again through our root chakra, sacral, to our solar plexus, which is our power station right above our belly button. And feeling more grounded and less stressed and more anxious. Do that often if you feel off balance, if you feel nervous about the future. Scary shit, guys. But this is going to help us all get through this. So take care. As I said, I'll be on probably Monday or Tuesday next week, and doing an energy exercise for everybody so we can all stay positive and grounded through all of this. Support somebody. Make cards for grandparents and older people. And take care. Thank you.